This is Pam from Pamela Gammon Photography. So I wanted to take a moment and show you guys something that I do for almost every picture. I do edit in Lightroom and both Photoshop, and so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I do in Photoshop. So I wanted to show you something. This is what I do for every single picture. This is a picture of my little one. This is Miss Kaya. And I want to show you what I try to do for every picture. I go down to levels to create a new layer, and this is a levels layer. The reason why I do this is because when I edit in Lightroom, sometimes the exposure looks good to me, but sometimes whenever it's exported, it does not look good to me. And I don't know why. Some people have said that the histogram in Lightroom is not correct. So what happens is sometimes you will kind of have an image that looks a little dingy like this, and in Lightroom it doesn't look like this. So what I do is just a general exposure in Lightroom, and then when I export I come over and start doing some levels adjustments. This is going to help make this image pop. So as you can see right here, right here's where my light really starts. It shows a little bit of light here, so I just want to bring this over a little bit. Now if I go too far, you see it blows it out. So we don't want to blow out any of that. But we do want to bring a little bit of light to the overall image. Now this, the middle bar, brings up more of the skin tones and the mid highlights. So we can bring some of that up, and that is really going to help make her face pop. Takes some of the shadowing off of her face. But you see it takes it off the piano as well. So we don't want to take too much off. Just enough to, yeah, there we go, make her skin pop a little bit. Now, if it does take a little bit off of the piano, if you see that your darks are getting washed out, but you really want her skin tone to be about perfect, which would be right there, what you can do then is you can come over here. Once again, when you raise this middle, you still have to look and make sure nothing's blown out. You lose detail if it's blown out. So over here is the dark. We just increase the dark here. And as you can see, it brings the dark back to the piano, a little bit of darkness back to her hair, her eyes, all the good stuff. It just helps make it look really, really sharp. So it brings back a little bit of the shadows. So as you can see, that does look way better than the way that it was to start with. So it does give a little bit of pop to your image. I did pay some big bucks to learn that levels trick. There's some other things you can do with it as well. A levels layer is one of the main things that I do with every single image. It is just wonderful. There's so many things you can do with it. You can shade. You could take it and do this. That goes back to the before. This is the after. If you wanted to, you could do that. You could black out your mask, and then you could just paint on what you want the levels adjustment to be on. Like let's say we think that the rest of the image is fine. We just want to bring up all that good stuff on her face. So you see I'm at 26%. If we go up to 100%, looky there. Lifts up some of the shadows without getting rid of the detail. But where we did the levels adjustment on the darks, her eyes are still really nice and dark, and so is her hair. Okay, so I want to show you guys, I actually think that I want to keep it overall better with the levels. Okay, so I want to show you guys the other levels adjustment that I do. This is another trick that I paid big bucks for, and I think it's one of those things that everyone should do. It just gives your images more of a pop. Okay, are you ready? Super easy. Go up there just like you're going to add another levels layer. Click levels. Okay, so here we are. Right here where it talks about what type of layer it is, this is normal. We want to go down to a soft light screen. Boom, what a pop. Of course this is overall too much. As you can see, it blows some stuff out. It's just too contrasty for me. But it will give you a hint of contrast without having to do much to the image. So as you can see, this is before, this is at 0 opacity. Bring it up, give it just a little bit of a pop right in there. Look, it just gives her a little more pop. Love it. Love it, so good. So I'm actually, just to give it an extra pop, going to bring up some of the darks down here on this soft light layer. Watch. And then you can even increase her highlights again. So you can totally tweak these layers, these levels layers, how you want them, and it just gives your image more of a pop. Okay, so let's look at before. Ready? That's before. It's still a great image. It's my daughter, so I'm always going to think it's fantastic. But here it is with the pop, the first levels adjustment, the second levels adjustment. Okay guys, so this is Pamela Gammon from Pamela Gammon Photography. Be sure to follow us on Periscope, Instagram. Let's see, we're on Pinterest, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook. We're everywhere, so be sure to follow us, show us some love. Hopefully this video helps you with your editing. It's just one of the tricks that I learned a long time ago, and I did have to pay for this, so I am giving you this knowledge for free, so use it wisely. And yeah, so I hope you guys come see us again soon, and we can do a new video for you later. But yeah, okay guys, bye.